Hi, welcome to Pleasure Sports. Today we're going to take a look at O'Neill's Fall 2011-2012 Superfreak 43mm wetsuit for men. It's chest entry, it's a beautiful wetsuit. Some of the key features of this wetsuit so that you know what you're getting for your money. This is one of the wetsuits that has the least amount of seams in its construction. And when you have fewer seams in the construction, you actually have more flexibility in the suit, more stretch, and you can actually maximize the features of the neoprene by not having too many seams. So again, a minimal seam design gives you more flexibility and more stretch. This suit is actually made of two types of neoprene that are made by O'Neill. The top part of the suit, or 60% of the suit, side body and top part of the body of the suit, is made of FluidFlex Neoprene, a 100% super stretch neoprene, very gummy. So you've got a very gummy material, and then you've got a minimal seam design, so you're getting a lot of stretch out of this wetsuit. The other portion of this wetsuit, 40% of this wetsuit, this front body panel, for example, and down underneath into the legs, is actually using a little bit more durable neoprene called the Ultraflex DS neoprene. And that is also stretchy and very durable. So you're getting the super stretch materials where you need them the most, in the upper body and side body. This particular wetsuit's really amazing. It has a floating zipper, and what that means is this zipper also has a piece of neoprene behind it. And O'Neill has what's called a Zen Zip Entry, and this sort of integrates the features of a Zen Zip Entry. If we unzip this, we can see that the zipper is actually floating, as I mentioned earlier, and you'll see behind it a nice piece of material brought all the way up high on the neck, and that's to prevent water from flooding into the wetsuit through the side and through the top, and through the zipper. And so what we have here is how you would get into this top entry wetsuit is you would flip the back, and where you're seeing some of those features of the Zen Zip Entry, you see this little X along the top here, these two pieces of folding neoprene. This opens really wide on the top. But how I like to get into top entry wetsuits is to just go ahead and stick your hands into the armpits of the suit and gently flip the suit inside out on the top. And now you can get into the suit like a pair of trousers. So you can just put your legs in, and then you can pull this up over your shoulders. But go ahead and get the top out of your way by flipping it over so that it's a lot easier to get into. So once you have the wetsuit on, what you'll do is you'll actually, you'll have this Zen Zip closure around your shoulders like this, like it is on the hanger. And then you're just going to flip the back up over your head, and then you'll zip across the chest. And then what you can do here is snap this, and this prevents the zipper from coming back and opening it. And then you can even adjust around here. There's a cinch to pull and adjust the seal here along the shoulder so water is not penetrating through here and getting into the wetsuit and getting you cold. A beautiful thing about this wetsuit is the roll neck collar. So you have this two pieces of neoprene here that are thin, and it rolls. And what that means is as your neck's rubbing up against the seal, it helps prevent rashing. It also uses a glide skin, so it's smoother on the neck, so you feel more comfortable, as well as creating a seal between your neck and the glide skin neoprene. A couple more things I want to take a look at here. On the front of the suit, you'll notice you have an abrasion-resistant knee pad that's really tough and really durable. We're going to flip the suit over on its back here. You're going to see a little pinhole here that my finger can fit underneath. And if any water were to get into the side here, or even up to the top collar, because you have that Zen Zip closure that we saw on the inside, it will actually drain out of this pinhole, which is really fantastic. A couple other things I want to draw your attention to. This is a newer wetsuit again, the Superfreak. You've got an integrated key pocket on the right hip, and it's kind of hidden here. It has a very low profile. There's a little piece of neoprene here, and what you can do is you can reach in it. There's a little string. You can stick this through the hole in your key, flip it in and out, and then put your key up in there and use this as a nice little stash pocket. So get a nice little stash pocket as well. So again, you've got a feature-packed wetsuit, you've got ultra minimal seam design, you've got the use of the super stretch neoprene, you've got the great hidden pocket, 100% stretch, and it's really affordable and wonderful Zen Zip enclosure. Can't say enough about this wetsuit. It's really wonderful and it's super comfortable and one of our best-selling wetsuits. Another thing is, often folks who buy this particular wetsuit, there's a boot, there's two boots that are often purchased, and O'Neill makes an amazing boot called the O'Neill Heat. It has a cinch across the front of the foot that actually gives you more arch support, has great rubber, around the boot to give support and keep the shape of the boot so it doesn't collapse. And if you've ever used lower end boots, you'll know what I'm talking about. The neoprene just gets chewed up. So it's great to have the high toe buck. It's got a great pull up along the back and high rubber on the back. It's got a seal around the top so you don't get water flooding in, so you don't get those big elephant ankles. You've got this material on the interior of the boot that wicks away water and is heat retaining. And it's called the firewall material. So these are called the O'Neill heat boots. They come in 7, 3, and 5 millimeter thicknesses. Depending on what kind of waters you're going in and what your tolerance is to cold, you'll pick the right thickness for you. And then one last boot that's often purchased with these are these here boots. And they're actually called I believe they're called the Mutant. And the Mutant again has again, the firewall on the interior, great adjustable design along the top. For those of you that don't like to struggle getting into your boots, you can see the glide skin along the top portion of the interior of the boot. Again, it has that same loop here in the back, got the same cinch to prevent the water from flooding, the same grippers and the same support built into the boot, and this is the Mutant. And you can find boots from O'Neill underneath our boots and accessories on the left-hand navigation of our website. So if I missed any information on the boots or anything about the Oneill Superfreak Wetsuit, you can find more information at pleasuresports.com.